Well, why are so many schools still closed across America because of COVID restrictions? That's the question, because COVID really doesn't affect children at all. We've found, our young people in general. Walker Wildman, Tim Wildman, Ed Tagliano, what's going on here, Walker?
Yeah, well, the news that broke this week is it was actually uncovered from a watchdog group who submitted a FOIA, Freedom of Information request, to the CDC, and it uncovered this request, uncovered emails between the CDC and the American Federation of Teachers that basically the teachers union was colluding with the CDC to develop school reopening guidelines, or really school closure guidelines. And most of the decision making, it's revealed, was motivated by politics and not necessarily the science.
Yeah, the CDC seems to me, Ed, should be independent. Not there's nothing wrong with people, making a phone call if you're a teachers union. They want to know, what are y'all thinking, what's going on here, even emails exchanged. But what appears to have happened is the CDC has taken their marching orders from the teachers union.
It's the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and that's their job.
Right.
So it's not to be involved in politics. A lot of conservatives have been hit over the years, and especially with this COVID pandemic, about not following the science, being science deniers.
Right.
Well, as it turns out, science doesn't always trump everything else. In this case, it looks an awful lot like political considerations from a liberal teachers union is driving the recommendations coming from the CDC. And the American Federation of Teachers is the second largest teachers union in the country behind the National Education Association, and both of those have been well known to push left-wing politics. And last year, the American Federation of Teachers, when it normally gives $4 million or so to Democratic candidates, gave in the 30s, I think even into the $40 million range. So there's an awful lot going on that's not following the science.
What's the name of this teachers union?
American Federation of Teachers.
They're the second largest behind the NEA.
That's right.
Well, I just tell you my opinion for what it's worth. It appears to me this organization didn't want their teachers to go back to work, but they wanted them to continue to be paid for an indefinite period of time. So that's what appears to me is going on here, but that's what was revealed through these emails that were exposed. We'll see you next time on Reason and Company.